Hey guys, I'm at 15, right about 15 and a half months off now. I've had a lot of symptoms leave, but I'm still left with this horrible brain dead type of stuff. It's hard for me to think or move my body or nothing. I wanted to try to make this video. I don't know how it's gonna go because my thinking and everything's so off. Y'all really don't know. I know I sound and look normal, but I'm so damaged in my brain that it's horrible. Like, it's a miracle I can even write. I couldn't read and write hardly whatsoever in the beginning, or process what people even said to me or nothing. So that's how damaged I've been this whole time. But one thing I wanted to talk about is internal akathesia. It's something, for some reason, in my videos I haven't really mentioned. And I think it's because I've had hundreds of symptoms on me at one time. Like, I wasn't just dealing with, 4 or 5. I was dealing with hundreds on me. And at the same time, this brain that doesn't even want to think. So it's hard for me to think past this brain stuff on what all the other shit that I have going on. But for months on end, I had internal akathesia. And for those of you that don't know what it is, it comes from, it can come from psych meds, it can come from benzos, withdrawing from them. But it's like anxiety times, like anxiety amplified a billion times. Like, it's something so horrific, nobody wants to go through it. Your body, like, if my body on the outside looked like my inside, I'm talking head to toe, I felt like it was going right. Like, I'm talking like adrenaline anxiety times a billion running through my whole entire body. And it was so bad, everything startled me. I mean, literally everything. A pin could drop and I would be like, but yeah. And it's like somebody has a gun to your head. Like, your body's stuck on fight or flight mode. Complete adrenaline feeling terror. You can't sleep. I'm trying to remember it right now because thank God it did get a lot better. Compared to what it was, right now my anxiety is nothing like it was in the beginning coming off this stuff. I still can't believe I'm alive. That my body has felt this hundreds of insane shit and survived it. It feels almost like a dream, like, did that really happen to me, type of thing. But, I want everybody to know it will get better. And I know while it's going on, you do not feel like it's ever going to end. It's going to be the most terrifying thing you ever experience, but, it does get better. And what I had to do, and I'm kind of glad that I did go through a lot in my life, because I learned to keep my suffering to myself. So I knew how to control, and act normal in front of people without freaking out and ending up in a psych ward or something, and I'd already learned to talk to myself in my head, to talk myself through things. So when I had that, I kept telling myself, I'm okay. I have felt this before, and I didn't die. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And I learned real quick that I had to distract. From the minute I'm talking, the second I open my eyes, I'm forcing all my mentally handicapped brain into reading. Even back whenever I couldn't read, I would still sit there and try and try and try and try. Just to keep my brain focused on something else. Because if you focus on that feeling, it makes it worse. Like, it will freak you out even worse if you sit there quiet or give yourself a chance to actually feel it and be like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. I can't do this another day, you know, and feeling how much horrific it is and scary it is. If you focus on it, I'm telling you, it's going to be worse. Because one thing that makes internal akathesia worse is any kind of stress. I mean, even trying to talk to somebody on a phone would make it even worse on me. Even reading an argument on, you know, group would send it through me even worse. So try to stay away from as much stress as possible. Even if you got to cut a friend off, or you got to quit walking, whatever you got to do, because when you get that heart rate up in you, for some reason, it's like the blood pressure and the heart rate made it worse on me. I mean, I couldn't even do the tiniest things without suffering so much worse for it. So, you know, try to, all you can do, guys, is write it out and know that it does get better. You know, tell yourself. I don't care if you got to repeat it 1,000,000 times in your head every day. Because if you sit there and you say negative stuff, and you say, I'm dying right now, I'm never going to get better, you know, all that just feeds the fear, and in turn makes it even more amplified, you know. So talk yourself through it with positive things, even if you don't believe them things. Just you keep saying them over and over and over in your head, and before long it becomes a natural thing. Like if I start getting real extrovert off, it already goes in my head. I know to do it. And also, if you can stop those, well, I know you can't stop intrusive thoughts, but the second you catch one pop in your head, say, stop, no, I'm not thinking about this. This is a lie. This is not real. I'm okay. And just say that over and over. You know, instead of letting that thought get obsessive, and, you know, then you start Googling and thinking you're permanently damaged and, you know, you're never going to get better. It will make it worse. I'm not kidding. We have to learn to calm ourselves. Like, I haven't been able to take a benzo. I have had to ride this out. No emergency rooms, because I knew they couldn't help me, you know. You've got to learn to naturally calm yourself. And another thing, don't depend on others. Like, I'm telling you, no matter how much you describe it, they're never going to get it. Ever. Because we look and we sound fine. And freaking out to somebody else that doesn't get it, it's like senseless, you know. They cannot save you from this. If anything, it'll probably push them away, because they don't know what to do, you know, and they can't do nothing. You know, we have to learn to calm ourselves and write it out the best we can. And that's how I did, day after day, month after month. And before I knew it, it was like, wow, that's starting to get a little better. Wow, that's gone, you know. But yeah, all my videos, there's a lot of symptoms I don't mention, and it's because I've had hundreds on top of me, and on top of it, this brain dead, can't even think dementia thing going on. So I always forget things every single time I make a video. I'll probably forget something in this video, but I just wanted to, you know, make a video, and hopefully it can help somebody out there, you know. And if you got a loved one with internal akathesia, please know that person's body is in complete terror. They're suffering so bad you just have no clue. It's like your body's stuck in fight or flight, like somebody is killing you. And any kind of stress that's put on that person will make it 10 times worse. So please be understanding and research it, and try to help the person and not stress them out any, if possible. And I have had to close myself in my room to survive this, away from my friends and everybody, because there's no way possible I can even talk to a person on the phone, or keep a friendship right now, because I was suffering worse for it. So many things makes us worse, and that's what makes benzo hell worse. Or, you know, people on heroin, they can still think, you know, coming off of it, they can still think and write and feel emotions and everything. We lose everything. We can't drink alcohol. Food even makes our symptoms worse. Like, just a simple conversation, trying to talk to somebody will even make us worse. As a matter of fact, just making these videos makes me worse, guys. Y'all have no clue. That's why I barely make YouTube videos, because my symptoms amp up a lot, and I still don't have no reality around me, no sense of time whatsoever. I have, like, depersonalization and derealization on crack, like, seriously. And I've had no breaks in this. It's been 15 and a half months straight. I know I'm out of windows, and that's because of alcohol. And that's what you guys risk if you decide to try to drink. So please watch yourself. It can ruin your whole recovery. If I was not as strong as I am and had the living situation I'm in, I would have had no choice but to reinstate. Because I'm telling you, it opens a level of hell most never see, and you don't want to see it. You know, we think we're bad with 3 or 4 symptoms. I'm serious. Try hundreds of them on top of you, and you literally can't even take a shower or remember or process what somebody's saying to you or anything. It's bad. But I hope I said everything. I'm so out of it still. But I hope y'all take care of yourself, and I'll try to make another one whenever I hit 16 months off.